It was March 8, 2014. A Malaysia Airlines Boeing 777 took off from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, bound for Beijing, China. On board were 239 souls, passengers and crew. It seemed like a normal flight until everything changed in an instant. 40 minutes after takeoff, at 12:41 a.m. Malaysia time, the unthinkable occurred. The plane vanished from radar screens. No emergency signal, no cries for help, just silence. How does a modern airliner disappear so completely? Radars went dark. The route shifted mysteriously, and odd satellite signals emerged. Was it a tragic accident? A hijacking? Or something darker? We'll explore the evidence, botched investigations, and chilling theories behind MH370. Flight MH370 departed at 12:41 a.m., set for a 6-hour journey with no issues expected. All was calm until 1:19 a.m., when the pilot's last words were recorded. "All right, good night." It sounded routine until it wasn't. Minutes later, the plane dropped off civilian radar. No distress calls came through. Total silence ensued. Then came a bombshell. Someone in the cockpit manually switched off the transponder. Who? And why? After vanishing from civilian radar, military systems picked up something odd. MH370 made a sharp turn toward the Indian Ocean, far off its intended path. Who was steering the plane now? And what was their goal? Satellite data later revealed a stunning fact. The plane flew for over 6 hours after losing contact. Someone was still in control. But where were they headed? Was this a deliberate act or a catastrophic glitch? What about the passengers? Were they alive or unconscious? Some theorize a pressurization failure knocked everyone out. But if so, who kept altering the plane's course for hours? The puzzle deepens. Nothing added up. Authorities launched one of the largest search operations in aviation history. Yet, no one was ready for the eerie void they'd face. No wreckage, no answers, just an endless mystery. The MH370 search spanned over 26 countries, scouring vast stretches of the Indian Ocean. Months passed with no trace, no debris, no bodies, just nothing. How does a massive plane vanish like that? It was as if MH370 had dissolved into thin air. Air crashes always leave clues, but this defied logic. Were they searching the wrong area? Or was someone concealing the truth from the world? Investigators dug into flight data. The autopilot showed multiple course changes. But who made them? Where was the plane heading? These questions gnawed at the teams as the search dragged on. Then, in July 2015, a breakthrough. A piece of MH370's wing washed up on Réunion Island, thousands of miles away. It was the first solid clue, but it didn't solve the riddle. It deepened it. How did one fragment drift so far with no other debris found? Did the plane crash where they thought, or was it taken elsewhere on purpose? The discovery raised more doubts than answers. Investigators were stumped. Explaining the unexplainable became a nightmare. As time wore on, experts turned to darker, more unsettling theories about what happened to MH370. Theory 1. The pilot, Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, did it deliberately. His home flight simulator showed routes matching MH370's last path. Was this a calculated suicide mission? Theory 2. A hijacking or terrorist plot. 2 passengers used stolen passports to board. But why no ransom demand? And why fly into oblivion if it was an attack? Theory 3. A mid-air catastrophe. A pressurization failure might have left everyone unconscious, the plane on autopilot. Yet, that doesn't explain the manual shutdown of tracking systems. Theory 4. The plane never crashed. Some believe it was diverted to a hidden military base. If so, where are the passengers and the aircraft now? The idea tantalizes. Theory 5. An encounter with unknown forces. A few claim MH370 was intercepted, perhaps by extraterrestrials. But is there any proof to back this wild speculation? A decade later, the mystery endures. Will we ever know the truth? Is MH370 aviation's biggest cover-up? Or are we searching in all the wrong places for closure? If it crashed in the ocean, why so little debris? If it didn't, where are the 239 people? The questions linger, haunting those who followed this enigma from the start. New searches have been launched over the years, but conclusive evidence remains elusive. If MH370 is found, will it reveal its secrets or just spawn more riddles? The MH370 case defies modern technology and logic. How does a commercial jet vanish in an age of constant surveillance? Something about that night stays hidden. The final words, "All right, good night," echo like a cryptic farewell. Were they innocent or a hint of something sinister? The silence that followed still grips us. The quest for answers persists. Experts, families, and the curious keep the hope alive. But time may be burying the truth deeper with each passing year. If MH370 is located, will it bring peace or more chaos? The fate of those 239 souls remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our time. Now it's your turn. What's your theory? What do you think happened to MH370? An accident, a crime, or something beyond our grasp? Share below. MH370 isn't just a lost plane. It's a symbol of the unknown. Each theory leads down a different path, yet none offers certainty. The story captivates us still. Love mysteries that defy explanation? Subscribe to the channel. We'll unravel history's most baffling cases together, seeking answers where none seem to exist. MH370 is more than a disappearance. It's a void that challenges us. Until the truth surfaces, it remains the plane that vanished without a trace. What's your take?